everything was bright and new. There walk through the little park, the moon high above the treetops, the smell of magnolias in full bloom, and when we are apart, I will be wishing on starlight, wishing that I could give the stars to you. Who knows if tomorrow may bring us the chance for a brand new start. Till that moment, you'll be in my heart. We are apart, I will be wishing on starlight, wishing that I could give the stars to you. Who knows if tomorrow may bring us the chance for a brand new start. Till that moment, you'll be in my heart. Till forever, you'll be in my heart.
It's obvious to me that you love to watch me bleed. But not half as much as I love when you leave. I hate to see you go. But I love to watch when you're walking away from me. Walking away from me. Yeah, yeah. 'Cause I could be anything you want. I could be anything you need. Baby, tell me it's something real, and I'll give you everything. Every now and then we can smile. You know I can't help myself. They play around with me for a while, keep tearing me up until there's nothing left. Ooh, it's obvious to me. Yeah, you love to watch me bleed. But not half as much as I love when you leave. I hate to see you go. But I love to watch when you're walking away from me. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast.
Can I run up the score, run up the board, breaking the mold? Ay, ay, walking the door, you know what happened, we step on the floor. Ay, ay, coming from on, you don't want problems, you already know it. Ay, ay, come on to it, you already know I'm finna go do it. Ay, yeah, I'm locked in, and I feel like Mark 10. Ay, walking to a room, chest up with my chin. Ay, already finished for this joint, even begin. Ay, when is what I am, I cannot ever pretend. Ay, yeah, never pretend. Ay, back in the lab again. Ay, you when I touching the friends, ayy. You when I touching the kin, ayy. Putting the points on the board, I'm killing the boys, you know what it is, ayy. Switching the moves, no number 2, I came in the win. They said I'm tapped in with the action, if they got the master on the master, I can never move passive. I'm active, I can make them go close on this cast, but wanna know who running it, just ask us. On the track, I'm gunning it, I'm blasting this, that gas, and diesel, Shack and dog.
You know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat, ayy. You know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat, ayy. You know I'm a beast.
Hold up. Pay attention, this is beast mode. Got an edge on the game like a cheat code. Had to tighten up my focus like a peephole. I want the rings and the change like I'm Depot. Big dog walking, check my status. We established when it's show. Time to squat, making plays. Ooh, it's magic like some. We want the smoke. Y'all ain't really about that action. We got perfect off the practice. They ain't working, so they lack it. I've been hungry all my life. I ain't passing up a plate. I can't quit until I win. I ain't having no debates. This is sacrificing heart. That's exactly what it takes. So I'm going for.
Mic check. 1 2 1 2.
I promise you, you cannot stop I'ma show you what horror got me. Parameters, you not dealing with amateurs. You and your team cannot handle us. This is excellence. Rich, stand it up, cause you know
I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast.
All in. Recoil in the chat. Coil Daddy. War Pigment. Frayed Bristles. What's up, man? My man, Kilty. 1+ saves. Tallest. Goat Boy. Ray Bristol TV. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. The day is kind of unknowable, but it's this month. And it's ticked over already. We're going to do like the official big celebration on the 6th. Which has a double meaning. Recoil's mom.
Let's do it! Who's on that next level, next level, next level? Who's on that next level, next level, next level? Who's on that next level? This one for the rebels. Yeah. Who's on that next level, ready to pay? They come around and the veterans stay. Keep talking in that devilish way. Brother, spray your hair black like I'm Kelly Boucher. You wanksters don't know about the gangster gun roll. My man got a bunch shows to put on your gloves, yo. Whatever you do, just keep it clutch, or else you get the ancient Chinese technique in the book. May I always keep it icy, keep my tip clean, got the high water beside me. I'm on the next level, think I want a trigger, ready to deliver the end of a Kelly as realer. Who's on the next level, this one for the rebels? Who's on the next level, strictly for the devils? Next level, listen up or listen in, yeah. Next level, give a fuck or pack it in, aye. Who's on the next level, yeah, yeah. Who's on the next level, yeah, yeah.
Oh, dog, Kenny Boucher here, Next Level Painting, hitting you up on that literal best of all days, coming to you live from that Beats Lab in Citrus County. We're doing it again. This is not random. There we go. Red Prey, what's up, brother? Recoil. Eight years on the platform. August. By us going live right now. We've achieved that result. It's pretty fucking savage. Like literally pressing the live button right now means we've been live. And every month. For 8 years, 96 months. Disco, what's up, brother? Friday. Needless Guilt. JDA. So, you know, it'd be kind of like an anniversary month. As we do, just little giveaways here and there. Let's not forget, we're still working on Cragnose. Basically done. Just a little bit of skin work. Exclamation point Cragnose. Shout out to High Grounds Games. Now the hell happened to my like struggling to locate. Is it? There it is. 8 years official dice giveaway celebration. That'll be on Tuesday. 39 minutes ago. Bipolar Hobo. Thanks for the follow. Templar in chat. What's up, man? So we'll have some dice giveaways on that day. That day is extra special. Because it's also exactly a year since I loaded up the Ranger and drove east to my parents' house. August 6th. Templar went to Circle Camp in New Hampshire. How was it? New Hampshire is the Florida of New England. Enough said. Enough said. It was awesome. Exclamation point, the GOAT. Put out a blog post today. Little history lesson. Also, we're giving away a couple of koozies today. It's a fun promo for me because they're priced okay. Like to put them out and drop ship them to people. And like it lets me showcase my graphic design skills so I can constantly create new hype koozies. Go boy, what's up, man? So that's our 8-year koozie, commemorative koozie, the synthwave style, and the big 8. Final 4. Exclamation point class. You know, normal promos. Shout out to chat. Got some old schoolers in here, of course. How's Swollerbot doing? Ballin'. Oh, man. It's been a hell of a year, guys. Get back on my feet. Bringing the soup kitchen to Florida. Dart Jameson, what's up, man? New 8-year loyalty badge should be propagated in chat. I know that if I chat, it shows it. The Huff. He's almost got it. So you see, I've got the Four Loko can right there in chat. The Huff. I'll get it next month. Dart Jameson, you're at work. Repray. I'll have a beer and toast as soon as I'm home. Also now. Recoil, you're halfway through N. Oh, God. So many commands. Making it lean and mean. Shout out to Coil Daddy. Unhappy Dan, 53 months. Says you're awesome, dude. 8 years as best Twitch painter there is. Thanks, man. I get some love in the chat for Unhappy Dan. Needed a rampage, of course. Made it. So we're going to jump back in on Kragnos' skin workup. Try to knock this out. Noor says happy 8 years. Hope you have a good stream today. Looking forward to another 8 years of dank paint jobs. Thanks, man. Did we lose Kragnos? Recoil? We may have lost Kragnos command. Uh-oh. I'll go find their YouTube channel. Uh-oh. I'll go find their YouTube channel. Getting a rampage at one point. Didn't know if I was going to be here today. Didn't have power for 2 days. Yo, what happened? Pretty sure this is high grounds right here. Probably got reset in one of those mass resets. Recoil. Recoil. Got the old commands written down. Hell yeah. Hitting a rampage. You live in Omaha at straight line winds, 90 miles an hour. Oh god. Jay Beezy. That's a legend. I get some hype in the chat from my man Jay Beezy. Let's get the camera set up so we can get some painting done. Come on, chair. There we go. Lock into the obesity cradle. So as you can see, we started in on the skin, right? JVZ, we did it's all airbrush, and then all we did was go in, drop a dark line, a bright line, a dark line, a bright line, a dark line, a bright line. So that's what we're doing, is we're going through and making that skin HD by just dropping some basic pin washing and highlighting strategies. Not doing anything beyond the core curriculum. Unhappy dances. Wow, that's badass. That is what I get for missing so many strings. Unhappy Dan. Yeah, we've been working on this Kragnos. We did you watch the Lord of Change workup? The Juggernaut Corn. Juggernaut Lord. Cat Sith, the minis. Let's get some hype in chat right there. 6 to 8 months. Unhappy dances. Oh my god, you did a juggy. Yeah, man. Yeah, you missed some shows, dude. It's all, you can go back on Patreon right now. I've got them all posted and edited. He's got his own collection. I've got like one more thing technically to do on them before I mail them out to OnePlus Saves. Oh, and I have to pin them still. I have to pin him to his base. Or pin him to his mount. But yeah, we got a full series on him. Patreon right now. Been swamped at work. I feel that, dude. So what we need is to get our skin tones back out. So we used a pretty stable shelf recipe. Shadow Flesh is a big part of our guy. The thing we used to make it darker was Dark Flesh. The thing we used to go even darker. Got an oversized squig you need to paint too on Happy Dan? Stay tuned, dog. That's actually the next box I have for sponsor content. We also use dark purple, I think, or maybe transparent purple. We use transparent purple. So mahogany, transparent purple, that's how we go even darker. Now we go even, one of the things we use to go brighter is pale pink. So we shouldn't have to really go out of this set of colors too much. Got a little noosh. A little water. Looking for the paper towels. Hide me on the bed. All right, so where we left off was simple, just some basic line work, and you can see how we were going in dark, dark, bright, bright. This like oblique got a little jade on it, it looks like. So we actually, and like a little speck of something. So I'm gonna take some of the dark flesh, mixed with some of the shadow flesh. I'm gonna lower the opacity with a little water. I'm gonna see if I can put like a little band-aid right here. I'm gonna go a little bit darker. Try to cover that little splash of jade. And that little speck right there. Model student. Thanks, man. So what we want to do is we want to get real dark. Okay, you see there's the dark skin we've been using. So this is really good for stuff like this right here. You see there's like a little slice right here, a little texture. So that's really great for that. Okay. But if you want to get a little darker up against, like, let's say the obliques and stuff, you want to get a little of the mahogany engaged and a little of the transparent purple. And you want to use that with a heart pull. Right there. Semi-opaque, a little wet. Making the dark stuff darker is where a lot of the HD, a lot of the kind of image sharpness comes from, the focus. The highlights are where that HD factor comes from. Gnome Father Miniatures, what's up, brother? First time caller, long time listener. Hell yeah, dude. What's up, brother? Listen to the podcast. Using the tip of our brush, we're going to heart pull in from the armpit down. And this is our darkest flesh tone, mixed with a touch of mahogany and transparent purple. Semi-opaque, kind of wet. And we're just manually darkening recesses and preserving as much of the airbrushing as we can. You see that? No, Father. Wishing I was painting. I had to visit my family instead. A little summer vacation. Like, what's going on there, brother? Oh, shout out to Recoil. Just gifted you a sub, homie. All these little veins. A slice right here against the bicep and the pec. Moving into the delt. Possible. You want to get bicep to tricep connection. Maybe downgrade how dark we are a little bit. Like right here. We're going to catch some of this stuff. Good. Let me bang up this text. Guys, I'm not an electricity scientist, okay? But most modern houses, okay, Goat Boy's here, right? Goat Boy builds houses. So most modern houses, internal plumbing is PVC, right? And external is copper, right? So You know, like the urban legend or urban myth about like getting struck by lightning in the shower? Oh, it makes sense because mold and stuff. So, but like in America, right? Like in a modern build, you have a bunch of grounded copper pipes, literally grounded copper pipes, right? And people are basically trying to say that like lightning's gonna strike your house, hit a grounded pipe, and somehow the electrical current's gonna travel from like a bead of water to a bead of water to a bead of water to a bead of water and like hit you and shock you. That seems so literally impossible, but I can imagine that like in a third world country with janky above ground plumbing setups that might happen. But like, bro, they've like done things where like, you know, people are like, don't piss on an electric fence. Go piss on an electric fence. It won't do anything. Like, it's, you know, it's not a, it's an interrupted stream of water. Really, old houses use galvanized iron pipes too. Where your price says that's not the shortest path to ground, right? It's like, and again, I'm not a scientist, but I remember reading in school that like water is actually not that great of a conductor. It's saline. It's like salt. So like it's kind of myth. It's kind of like romanticized how much that like water amplifies electricity in some capacity. So am I safe to take a shower in a modern home in a lightning storm? Settle an argument for me. That's what I'm saying, Ray Pray. Electricity, right? It's going to ground. What? Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Go Boy says the CDC says don't shower in a lightning storm. CDC also says I shouldn't drink waterbed water. Been doing that shit since I was a kid. Koreans won't close the door to a room with a running fan. Urban legend is the air will deplete and suffocate you among. Like it's like hold on. Isn't it more likely? Repray. Now, like it's both. It's impossible either way. But isn't it more likely if you opened the door, it would shove all the breathable air out? Isn't it more likely that would happen than if you closed the door? Go Boy says you should absolutely not drink waterbed water. Player J, right? So, electrically impossible. Got it. Fans can kill you. Waterbed water. Secret performance enhancer drink. Replay. This is so nonsense. Like air's coming in through everywhere now, dude. Go Boy says that might be one of the grossest things I've ever said. That's a... Bro, I said I sucked a hobo's dick for a codex. You draw the line at waterbed water? Reappraise, that myth is insane. So we're going to try to get between the knuckles. Now you see that the skin is much brighter there. So we want to respect that by getting deeper into our shadow flesh spectrum. Go Boy's like, well, if you really need a codex, I guess that's true. Semi-opaque and a little wet. Heart pull. See that? And we're not, and this is, we're just making dark things darker. And you see, I'm respecting the fair skin of his hand. We're going to try to separate the thumb. The knuckle. We're going to get a little dark again. We want to make sure there's a little shadow under the chain. This striation, like a little darker. Gnome Father says, how do you keep the paint from it off when you touch the model so much? I varnished it. after I airbrushed it. So that's mostly the secret. So let's move up into our brighter spectrum. We're going to grab some shadow flesh and some pale ink. We want to kind of hit the tops of things. Like you see, we already did that here. All right, I could do a little bit better job, in my opinion. That's a little abrupt. So let's kind of eyeball match. Kind of like Band-Aid color, something in between the highlight and the darkness. We're gonna heart pull right against the line. Kind of soften that. But you see here at the top, we got the tops of the obliques. With a heart pull. Oh, I was pushing too hard and knocked that chain off. And I'm going to split the difference again. Kind of feather that down. I'll put that back on in a minute. We want to make sure that this scar has got some highlight action. Maybe even brighter. Got Pain in the chat. What's up, brother? All right, let's try to get. Let's try to get into some of this business right here. Let's get some more shadow flesh. So we want to, and this is tricky. We want to drop a line right here up against that shadow. Pure jacked, you see? That moves into this oblique. Now we want to get a line right here. This is gonna be super extreme. Like those obliques are just pushing out of his ribs, you see? This line's a little distorted, so let's go back to more of a midtone, lower the opacity. Softly filter that. Get back more highlight. Cat painting, thank you, brother. It says congrats on the 8 years. Let's grab a little transparent red. Hey Kruger, what's up? So transparent red. We're going to lower the opacity. And filter that low opacity transparent red over the scar. That one too. Just want to get that knocked out. Okay, so all this tendon muscle action on the arm is where the action is going to be here. I'll put a little flow improver down. Fiddly Fits, what's up, man? Having to redo the hobo tube sub every time I watch. It's weird. Okay, Kruger, got your compressor today and you're ready to start doing some painting. Fuck yeah, dude. Let's grab little shadow flesh, little shadow flesh and pale pink. So what we want is to carefully move in right here. Heart pull. It's got some extreme vein action right here. We want to make sure we highlight the raised portion of his vein. Using just a pale pink. Want to be careful. We want to be more in the shadow flesh world for his wrist there. See that? My man is veiny as fuck. Piddly Fitz says, I enjoy watching your awesome teacher. I'll just keep doing it. That's wild that it makes you do it every time. Gnome Father says, you got me convinced to try Pro Curl Transparents. Ordered a few in the local store since I have a big discount. Waiting for me there. That's awesome, man. Let's see if we can catch a highlight kind of right here on the bicep. This could be tricky though. Same thing on that muscle striation right here. We want to catch a line just underneath the shadow we put in. Right there. Let me catch a little bit more of the brown in the mix. So we're doing like the smallest amount of brush strokes possible to get a result like that. You see? Make this brighter, make that darker. Just edge highlight, pin wash. And the rest is just airbrush. Now scar, I'm gonna do a little bit more on the scar now. Low opacity, transparent red again. Let's add a little pink, pale pink to the red. Stipple. Let's do an under highlight on this scratch with a heart pull. Little scratches like this with a can really enhance the shit out of the model. Now the fingers, extremely important. So you want to kind of first you want to get like just some obvious top highlighting. Shadow flesh and pale pink. Heart pull. I'm gonna slide in right here. Just do some knuckle action. Trajan, my guy. Kruger, what did you not see? Brian Porkchop, what's up? Was I just off camera too much for that last one? Trajan all day. I blended the highlight and the top finger. It's too low on the screen. I haven't done any blending. We're just doing edge highlights basically. Heart pull. We're just putting the highlights on the tops. Just like what we did with the muscles. But because there are some like wrinkles and folds because of the knuckles, you got to kind of hit those too. And you got to respect the real estate that you're in. We're going down to shadow flesh right here. Brian Pork Chop, what'd you say? You see, we're trying to get the little striations in the palm of his hand. Twitch mod Tolls says Brian Porkchop is a suspicious user. What? What the fuck? TTRPGs? What's a TTRPG? Honestly, I don't recognize the acronym. Tabletop role-playing game? Oh. Like Dungeons and Dragons? Going back to something more in the mid-tone. To filter over some of those aggressive lines right there. Let's go back to the dark flesh color. Semi-opaque, kind of wet. We're just trying to get under the veins. We also have to get his fingernail, which probably just use like mahogany. pretty much just has like regular fingernails. Doesn't have like demonic claws or anything. So that's just some mahogany. And then we'll just take some shadow flesh and some pale pink on straight up our skin tones. Which is basically what your nail is like. And we're just going to do some like striations. Brian Porkchop, RPG Master. The model student, thank you, brother. Watch on your 50-inch screen. See, we're just doing heart pulls. We're going to try to do look like a little tracer right here. Right, pork chop, you gotta get caught up in the painting, baby. Gnome. Painting has gotten busy for you this summer. Decided to maybe stupidly try OS leagues. Starts on Monday and I'm not ready. 9 big models still to do. Endless spells and faction terrain. Gotta get a moment to sit down and just start. That's typically what holds everyone back. The hardest step is the first step. There's our pink. Just kind of touch the veins. And I'm just being as methodical and precise as I can. Because you see, this is where the money shot happens right here, right? Getting in there and making dark things dark, bright things bright. You see, it's just airbrush, man. You already got the spearhead done. Oh, so you've been killing it. Good job. Okay, this side has no highlights. You see. So let's grab some shadow flesh, some pale pink. It's probably a little too bright. That's fine. We can recover from that. You still all heart pull. And anytime you get kind of wacky on a line, just go back, cut in some of the mid-tone or the dark color, lower the opacity. Just run an edit right up against it, right there. Low opacity, and that's the glaze edit. I'll teach all my students that technique. Right here, we're just filtering the low opacity shadow flesh back over to kind of clean up our bad lines. There is a couple of like interesting striations on this ab right here. Like you can see, it's got like a kind of a stretched part of the skin right there, just like drawn taut over just muscle, pure muscle jackness. There's also a couple of jade splatters right there that I'm using that to kind of erase. Go back down to the dark flesh color, the dark skin tone. You see, look, it's just straight HD. And we call this technique is basically an effect. So, you know, it is ultimately based on make dark things dark, bright things bright. But it does go one step further into the effect category. And who knows what that effect is? What do we call this effect? Pick up a little bit more, and it's easy because if you know what skin tones you used, it's always easy to go up and down and find the sweet spot of respect. We're going to do a little muscle striation action right here. And there is a bit of a crest there on the muscle, but mostly that's there to erase a small speck of jade that I saw there. The model student says dynamic depth respect effect, the DDRE. Hilarious. Ray Prey says, someone answer, I'm work looking. I'll give 300 yo dogs to whoever can name what I call this effect. I'm gonna take some of the dark skin color, lower the opacity. Right there. Let's run back to the extreme highlight. High opacity, low moisture. Renegade. 300 yo dogs for Renegade. Jactification. We're taking a guy from a powerlifter physique to a bodybuilder physique by just subscribing to a certain highlight placement and shadow placement. Basically, all recess is dark. Darker the better. And then tops of things up against the shadow line you created. Right. So you see there's that. This is the highlight up against the shadow. It's always above. It's the top shelf highlight. We use the same technique for making three-dimensional scratches. So you see all the obliques have the dark line in there. You can barely see it through his shield. And so top of oblique, but right up against the shadow. It's hard to access on camera. See that right there? Using the heart pull technique. Brush control strategy. Getting that transfer is kind of tricky. And you see, now look how jacked he looks. You know, he went from like, yo, you can see that guy's obliques to, yo, that dude is got 2% body fat. The old DDRE. That's right, Recoil. Needless Guilt. What's up, brother? Says happy Twitch anniversary. This all month long, baby. The big special celebration on Tuesday, August 6th. That's actually the day I drove across the country, left California. That was also the day for our 7-year anniversary that I canceled. So today and in every stream this month is going to be some kind of 8-year celebration. We've got exclamation point the goat, exclamation point Kuzi to promote, or I wrote a couple paragraphs on my blog, exclamation point the goat, little like some backstory about us being on Twitch, and we're giving away these new custom 8-year koozies. I like the koozies because they're affordable for me to drop ship, and lets me graphic design the shit out of them because that's like one of my passions. So the new 8-year commemorative koozie. Ryan Porter says, be careful that the shield sometimes get in the way, which is technically its job. Gnome Father. Yeah, that's a big part of our course, too. Like my course I teach, the 101 is a 3-course foundation, 3-lesson course, foundational techniques. Focusing on brush control, airbrushing, edge highlighting, and washing. Then 201 we go into glazing and effects. So this is technically in a half-step effect, but in reality it's just excellent usage of our pin washing and edge highlighting brush control strategies. And if you learn my 3-dimensional scratching method, it's kind of really easy to do this because you kind of understand the whole point. And what people get hung up on is they get hung up on, like, you know, the soft round muscle bellies, these organic shapes. So they get kind of hung up on, like, how do you edge highlight these? You know, and so if you detach from that, think about it the way, like, you know, I teach. That's how you get this HD effect. We don't need to do much on the arm that is completely under the shield. Probably just get some of those veins to pop. And that's it. Stipple. You want to be high opacity for sure. Oh, lightning storm time. You guys hear that? 50-50 my power goes out, guys. Florida style. Trajan. No, that was Brian Porkchop. Just give it a sub. Brian Porkchop. Much love. Torgin. We got Torgin and Trajan. Brian Porkchop gifted a sub to Shadow Gex. So when you're doing this kind of stippling, you want to make sure you are reasonably high capacity and low moisture. Maybe a little hand work right here. Let's go back to the dark mix. Go in between the fingers with that. Separate the thumb from the fingers. With a heart pull right there. And just go ahead and put some color on the nail. Highlight. We want to just kind of do tops again. Or maybe just just a little bit right there. Yo, shut the fuck up about Moon Men. My boy. Gnome Father Miniatures. Long time listener, first time caller. Well, I never got an answer. Maybe I missed it in chat. He said did you listen to the podcast or you've been watching this show? What's your long time or just YouTube? Biggest for strong man love in chat for Gnome Father Miniatures throwing down on the final four right now. Now, I'd like to get a little of that pack right there done. I'd like to get a nice solid line on top of that. So let's get a low opacity pale pink going. So this is a little harder to control because it's not totally dry. But it is low opacity, so you can see through it. But you see it's giving me that nice shine line. And Gnome Father, our airbrushing is speaking for itself. Says YouTube, yes. And all your emails for Patreon. Thanks, man. And so, airbrushing is doing the talking, though, Gnome Father. And we're just barely touching. Touch, touch, touch. Now, I'd like to get... So we did a little bit on his face last stream as well. Same exact thing. We just push dark things in and bright things on the outsides. But we can go a step further. So let's get some pale pink. Let's focus on a little stippling. Okay? And we're just trying to crisp up some of those edges. See? Oh yeah, that's right. It's double. It's double today. I don't think I said that. We do Fridays double Yo Dogs. I think we owe Gnome Father more Yo Dogs. Mateo, what's up, brother? It's a good place to squanch for sure, brother. See, just stipple in. We're just sharpening up his features. I'm going to grab a little shadow flesh, lower the opacity. And I'm going to just drop it in. Right there. Smooth that out a little bit. Mateo says looking great. Thanks, man. Let's take a little of the transparent red, lower the opacity. Let's put a little on his bottom lip. As a filter. Let's grab a little bold titanium white. We're going to take some bold titanium white, raw dog. We're going to try to stipple right in his eyeball. It's wild because his eye is not as big as you would expect. Like, I've painted smaller demons with way bigger fucking eyes. Just gonna let it ride like that for now. Now this neck can use a little love right here. So we want to take some of the dark flesh tone. Lower the opacity. We want to get inside some of these ripples. That is crazy traps. Biggest traps in the world. Guess I never noticed that. I mean, he's got like a horse neck, right? So he's got a horse body, a man's torso, and then a horse neck again, but then like a guy's face again. This guy is weird, man. So we're just darkening some recess action. Semi-opaque and just a little wet. Hard edge painting in chat. What's up, brother? Hitting a rampage and 2 rib cages. That's just how jacked he is, dog. Goat man torso. Remember, we stopped, shopped it out last stream. That's right. He's a minotaur, but like the top half of him was a goat man. Or a centaur. He's a centaur, right? Where he's like a man and a horse, but the man was a goat man. Okay, Kruger, of course, dude. I think it's in the highlights right now here on Twitch, and I think it's already on YouTube, on Patreon. I think my edited airbrush video is already on Patreon. Goat tar. That's right, Reapray. Goat Mantar. 1+ saves. So let's run it back to a little shadow flesh and pale pink. Let's see if we can just kind of... That might be too bright. Let's get more shadow flesh. We're just showing respect, which is a concept that I teach all my students. Makes you better at painting. And a couple spots look a little wacky, so I'm going to take more shadow flesh, lower the opacity. And we're going to run that little glaze filter. Because I know exactly what paints I use, this is easy. It gets a little tricky when you do like some real custom skin blends. because there's like a lot of moving parts to get back to your matching color. I'm just kind of bringing a bit of a highlight down on his dome right there. And see, airbrushing is doing the talking. All that transition game, that came from the airbrush. We just picked out a couple of sweet spots. Yeah, recoil, turn on WODZs now. I have to blow some air on this guy at some point. So we got some action in right here. I can put this right up against the hair too, which helps separate it a little bit better. You see, you can't see shit. When I'm trying to walk it up to his head, and I'm going to start adding some shadow flesh back into it. You see how his head over here got almost no skin tone because of the way we painted it. And I'm manually applying it back there. See, it's basically just straight up mahogany right here. And I've got shadow flesh mixed with the dark flesh. And we're just walking it down with heart pulls, you see? OnePlus Save says, I took an edible last night and slept on my arm. When I woke up, I couldn't move my hand for like 10 minutes. Oh my God, dude. Just straight up knocked out. Basically created a tourniquet and almost fucking lost your hand in the middle of the night. Bro, imagine if literally you had to have your fucking hand amputated because of this shit. A little bit more highlight. Let's stipple in a little bit more shadow flesh here. Semi-opaque. It wasn't even asleep. It just didn't work. Were you like thinking about going to the emergency room? Like it passed the point of being asleep. It was in the process of rotting off your body. So we're just progressively adding more shadow flesh and pale pink. I wasn't sure what to do, but yeah, I woke up at like 6 and adrenaline started going, so I couldn't go back to sleep. Just didn't feel anything, and my hand flopped around based off gravity while I shook it. Oh my god, that's terrifying. Bro, that's fucking nuts. Yeah, I would have freaked the fuck out. Which hand? Was it your painting hand? Semi-opaque, kind of wet, heart pulls. So you see, it was basically just mahogany. And now we can see a little bit of fucking skin action. Damn, it was your painting hand. Now, this stuff, it's like basically up to the discretion. Like, how much stuff do you want to paint that you can't see? Because it's already technically painted. Like, do we want to go in here and drop some nice pin washing under the tricep? Right there. Rhea Pray, you fell asleep on your hand like that before? Let's go a little darker. Go back into our kind of our transparent purple version. It's good enough. Let's go back to the shadow, flesh, pale pink combo. Right here. Let's jactify tricep a little bit. Got a little off kilter right there. I'm gonna filter that line. Right here, a little bit more respectful. You gotta breathe deep and get it below your heart. Quick recovery. And is that just because you've cut off the circulation for like 6 hours straight? How long do you have before all the cells and tissue start to die from no oxygen? Replay. So obviously more than a couple hours. Model student, and you have a shoulder dislocation problem? God. You were shaking in the air like Simba from Lion King, running around your house having a fucking panic attack is what happened. 1+8. So we just, you see, we just made the elbows and the triceps look a little bit more jacked. Maybe one little darkening line right here. On. Yeah, I'm with that. Jactification. Does that make sense? No miniatures. Good night. Model student says, I keep expecting the fingers to move on that hand. Thanks, man. It's the contrast, man. It looks so, it's like, you know, you make it look so in focus, so sharp. Kara Quinn, 69. Nice. Months back to back saying happy birthday. What's up, Kara Quinn? Oh, Colorado friend. Painting on this crack nose, baby. Let's see if we can get this broken chain back on him. Fuck. That's the whole thing. Come on, man. How did I have that on there before? How was it staying on there before? I feel like... There we go. Got it. Kara Quinn says, looks great. Thanks, man. This is, this is one of those models from AOS that makes you remember, like, yo, AOS models fucking slap. And it's pretty paintable, too, man. It's not even really that hard. This guy was pretty easy. About ready for a whip session, guys. Exclamation point whip. It's Friday. Let's see what your weekly whips look like, if you got them. Cathora says the new EOS model for 40K fucking slaps diapers. Especially the new Inquisitor models. Are you talking about Cody's? Yeah, dude, that dude. Diarrhea dumpy, man. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go hit the bathroom real quick. BRB exclamation point whip. Come back. Let's take a look at the Discord. Let's queue up Discord, see what you guys are working on. See today. Coil Daddy. Idiot on a rampage. In a rampage says, I would have had a whip today, but it's kind of hard to run an airbrush by just blowing through the tube. Yeah. Sir Crow says, I believe in you. Coil Daddy. Working on his scatter terrain. Yeah, his power got blasted for 2 days. Teddy Woody over on Boomer Book Facebook. What's up, man? Old school 40K friend from many, many years ago. See what Coil Daddy was working on. Oh, that's neat. This crater slaps. Kara Quinn, I have a Greg compressor down. It's like my backup compressor. Kara Quinn. I've used the small. I don't like tanks. Right, so I just use tankless compressors, small little guys. The Grex has one I like. The Iwata Silverjet is one that I like. And the one I'm using is that Japanese one that I got as a sponsorship. The shit's the fucking gangsterness. I love it. It's fucking the best. But it's like $300. I think it's the best compressor for a miniature painter hobbyist in the world. But I wouldn't buy one because I'll just buy a $75 Chinese compressor. No, it's literally the best compressor. Like, no doubt. I think we have a command for it. Maybe still do so. A command for it recoil. Exclamation point. Cop, maybe. It slaps. Like, sometimes I forget it's on. So quiet. You can put it on your desk. It has rubber shocks. It's designed actually that way that it can take up desk space and not vibrate your desk or anything. Can run 24 hours continuous, no problem. No heating. May have gotten chopped. Doesn't matter. Mr. Hobby's not a sponsor. It's not like it doesn't matter. Wait, do I have it? I have it right here. It's, exclamation point new comp. I had it disabled in Teapot. No, I have no affiliate link for it, no sponsorship for it. That's the name of it. If you want to Google it and look at it, that's the one. Recall, you thinking about getting another Mantic crater? Turn them into ponds? Oh yeah, putting some liquid water in there for some actual effect. Shadow Gek says, let's go 8 years and you don't look a day over 25, my guy. Hold on. What? 25? I'll take it. I'll take it. Did you see this? I put this as my story today. Look, 8 years on Twitch. Look at that try. Look at the tryhard. Frey bristles. Do you ever get into 3D printing? No. It's like a whole other hobby. I can barely keep up with this hobby. Kara Quinn says, I was just using Mr. Hobby washes on terrain. I love their weather and stuff. Bro, they're so good. Thanks for the share, Coil Daddy. We got Mateo. Oh my guy. Get that Deathwing style. Get 7 craters in a pack recoil for Mantic. Sick. Mateo says, I plan on using the Land Raider Redeemer to transport my Deathwing Knights with the chapel. Bro, I love that's some 3rd edition nonsense. I love it. Mr. The Monk. Exclamation point, the goat. If you want to see some close-up pictures of the commemorative koozie. Shadow Gag says, by saying you are 25 is me saying I'm 25. We know the real number, but we act young at heart. I'm considered an adult because of my age. Recoil says, if you go back to my website, I put little flowers in the middle of the laser plants. Oh, I see. That's pretty cool. You know, for this kind of stuff, though, Recoil, I don't think the Tufts are right for it. I think you're better off with static grass for for these little patches you're doing right here. Static grass still has a place. And I remember sometimes I like chop those patches and like kind of turn them into like straight up and down tall shoots. You know, like I think there's still a place for it, but I do like the flower in the middle. Mateo, this is dope. Curlin. So is this a new Discord user? Popping some yellows out. Yellow and black. Little guardians. Beautiful. Black and yellow. Recoil, just can't get your static grass machine to work properly. I don't even have one, so. Two sets of coincidences. Because we got Curlin with some yellow marines. We got Disco with some yellow marines. Or yellow guardian, yellow marine. Like that airbrush. Yellow looks nice. There's Disco, coincidentally, also working on his yellow. Some nice little pin washes. Recoil, you bought one that's meant to be awesome. It's not. It is not, or I am doing it. Doesn't even do any static. Nothing happens. Effing around with the Imperial Fist airbrush formula. Note the greening. I found this goofy witch hunter in a pile of shame. The Space Marine can wait. Let's take a look. What the fuck is this? This guy is hilarious. In a Rampage? No, that's how he paints. He does value painting, like slap chop. We call it the disco chop. So he does some crude spray paint, dry brushing, then he just starts painting it. But he also airbrushes now. I've been making fun of him for like 4 years. And we have another coincidence in here. Macro Machine on his Deathwing, Mateo. Going with the blue, huh? I like that. Unless it was meant to be green and you're colorblind. Repray says, I'm home now. What did I say I was going to do when I get home? I can't remember. You did say you were going to do something.
Happy 8 years, although we have been following for longer than that.
Let me get some strong man love in the chat from Mr. The Monk, dropping a 20 spot. So you've been following the Next Level Painting brand since before I got on Twitch, which I appreciate. Oh, maybe was it something to do with our lightning conversation? Let me get some pickle hype in chat. Strong man love. Mr. The Monk. One of my students, we just went over glazing the other day. I saw your Discord comment about all those capes you're gonna print. Are you gonna print them yourself, Duke? Oh yeah, that's right. I never replied to your commission email years ago. Or DM, was it a DM or an email? Yeah, I forgot about that. Right. Can't think of anything related to lightning or fans. Yeah, I can't remember either. Duke is like, I cried over it. I don't know why I wouldn't have responded to it. Must have ended up in like my spam folder or something. Seems like an email I would respond to, right? Like a commission inquiry. Read pray. And if Morgan Freeman is narrating, then it was important. Fuck him. Yeah, like we're over here talking about it's not important, and then there's a whole side narration occurring. Wait, I'm bringing out a text. So you guys know about that kitten that we got? Cutest little thing. Kara Quinn says, was the BA commission you posted The one that someone ran at Genghis Khan way back? No. No. I ran Blood Angels at Genghis Khan years ago. But that was my own shit. Oh, it was way back when my brother was doing conversions. Did we never talk? Did we have a correspondence, Duke? Huh. Shadow Gex. The fuck is this? How's my brother doing, Shadow? He's good. He lives in Homestead. I saw him for Christmas. I went to Gatorland for my niece's birthday. He got a job. He moved from driving a truck and delivering to now he teaches. He's an instructor for Reyes Academy within the corporate infrastructure. So he's going up in promotions. So his life is a lot more stable now. 1+ saves. I didn't get a cat. My parents got a new cat. What other cats died while I've been here? I didn't post anything about her. And they keep looking at rescue apps and stuff, and then they picked up a new kitten. Ed the Dread, what's up, brother? Thank you. Kara Quinn. Yeah, that's accurate too. I mean, I played a lot of demons back then. When the Blood Angel Codex dropped, I onboarded the shit out of it. For the converted Storm Raven before the model was available. Shadow Gex, it's called a Murderfish Gnome from Conquest. It was the Xmas model. Well, isn't he fucking hilarious? Reapray. Yeah, it's funny because like all those posts are showing up right now, over a decade. 2013, I took the Operation North Carolina. Thought it was a DeLorean. Shadow Gex, yeah, he used to do conversions for me. Back in the commission days, for like certain projects, I subcontracted him to build and do conversions. Became unreliable because of his life and job. So I took it in-house. Back row. So my buddy Renegade that I used to play Street Fighter with, TSI, PSI, or Mr. Emoji, I trained him to build, and he was my subcontractor for a while. War Pigment says no turtles to the Demon Knight. Yeah, it's my brother. the old like cyber demon looking thing. He also did our upright, like our Kaitan conversion before our Kaitan existed. The monk, Duke the monk, he says one lost email creates a walk down memory lane. It does. Shadow Gex, you gotta go to open house night at the school. Much love. See, and I haven't updated this in a while. Let's see, where are we at on this? Damn, I'm so bad at this. So the last time I posted a picture on this was October last year. First things first. Let's add some pictures. All right, let's look again. I'm pretty sure. So Dante, Orc Bikers. So we need to post this guy. I still have a blogger, guys. See this shit? I've never even gotten a domain outside of nextlevelpainting.net. Shadow Gex. Bro, you've been in the game for a long time. So Sons of Horus, we got to update. Bro, but I've been using this blogger since 2010. And so I haven't, like, every couple of years I think about like actually getting like a WordPress account, making a real ass website. But bro, I'm never going to do anything beyond this. Browse, I just, Blogger does it. What's this? I'm gonna slap this up in here. I don't have any like good pictures of. Oh, do I? What's this? God, that's terrible. Did I never take any pictures of these guys? Bro, I'm so bad. Gotten so lazy about taking pictures. Oh, I've got this collage. How is that not supported? It literally says JPEG. JPEG file. Oh, I'm adding a video. I'm terrible. Where the hell did it go? What the fuck is it doing? Okay, maybe Blogger sucks. Bro, it just... Okay, well, let's just cut back to this. So we're talking about walk down memory lane. So, I've had this blogger for so long. And they, you know, Blogger has come a long way in like how they let you customize it. So it looks like a website now. See? The way you customize it. With our posts. And the way you can set up pages. But this, we're going to go back. So, let's see. Because we've been on Twitch for 8 years. Look at this scroll. Waldo's. Bro, look at this scroll. Bro, I love this fucking guy. Look at this guy. Cobra mode, remember that? OnePlus 8 says you need to lock in your domain so Uber Eats doesn't steal it. They've been buying up website URLs for every business and forcing small business to use their platform. I mean, I have Next Level. I own nextlevelpainting.net. But that's scandalous. This is when we launched the curriculum right here. So this is COVID. This is COVID, right? COVID forced me into getting this Death Guard army off the ground. So then we launched our whole curriculum here. Mr. Monk, I think they're in here. This is what got it off the ground right here. Oh, this fucking frog, dude. Look at this thing. Oh, I fucking forgot about that guy. Oh, Florida Jackalman. Those little bag of fucking bath salt. Yeah, that's right, Reprey. Classic. Oh, Mothman. So that was January 2020. I was in the San Jose Secret Beats Lab. Some October. I love it when you see like a smattering of October content. There's Thanos. Baby hate. Every now and then we do some chaos nonsense. Oh, our old Ragnar video tutorial. This is when we launched the 201 curriculum, or the 10. Oh, this is before I had real names for it, because it wasn't until Death Guard that I actually built the syllabus. So this is like when I was still kind of freestyling. So Death Guard launched the actual syllabus. Oh, God. Fucking Gaz goal. Love this model. Some Dark Angels. Ooh, Hellboy. Oh, we painted a converted, hobbled together Night Lord guy for when I changed my fucking army at the last second for LVL and then got my ass kicked. When I was crushing it all year, remember? It's like, oh, the Night Lord's tech slaps. And then I changed my army in a panic. I fucking lost a bunch of games. Memory lane. Chad Wokey. Thanks for the follow. OnePlus says, just play better. Yeah. I was rocking the Dirty Mike and the Boys, fucking Thermal Night nonsense. Started at Slaughterfest and I was just crushing it all year, bro. Slapping the meta. And then they launched the new Chaos stuff and we had this new detachment for Night Lords and I was like, oh, this is the secret shit. And I modified my list with no fucking testing, no preparation, so confident. Fucked my whole list up. Like, I was bad. It's cocky. Chad says, first time I've got to watch live. Just wanted to say your YouTube videos basically taught me to paint. That's really fun to hear. I appreciate you that. I appreciate you saying that. So, fun fact that you're coming over here for the first time. August, this is the first stream of August. August is my 8-year anniversary month on Twitch. And so, we're just kind of, we did a bunch of painting already. Working on this Kragnos. And we did some whips on Discord. So if you've got any whips, exclamation point whip, toss them up. We'll take a look at them. But right now, I'm super focused on this memory lane. Going back in time, all the different eras of Twitch. We did some chaos. I was really... Oh, I think this is probably when the new factions book dropped, the Legions. So I was painting a bunch of different chaos models. Oh, we did the Mantic. The fake AOS Mantic model. Oh, another Night Lord. See, every now and then I do this. Every now and then I do this. Where it's like, let's paint a couple of random chaos models. Because I fucking suck chaos dick. And then we end up making like a new lightning tutorial, all this shit. Remember this stuff? Oh, you can't forget this. Remember this hype? The Forge Father? This drop, that was an October extravaganza. So hype. Me and Wapple, we're the ones who had him first. Oh shit, yeah, this thing. The Shadow Hulk. That was like when I started doing webinars. Remember that? Oh, and you remember this? This is when I was gonna make a Soulforge pack. I picked up 3 of these, 3 Molophians, 3 everything. Remember I was gonna do like 12 demon engines? I was like, this is my life now. And then I was like, what am I doing? What am I doing? The monk threw a whip up in there. Oh, let's see. 10 more layers in the cape. Let me get over to that. I don't see any whips. Sure you put it in the right category? Did you put it in patron whips? Yeah, you put it in Patreon whips. It's fine. So, you're doing the right stuff. I see a lot of timelines still. It doesn't make it bad. You want to just focus on trying to make it look like there are no timelines. You know, more respect, going back, glaze edit. Your final objective is it looks almost like you airbrushed it. So right now it's just you going up too far, like you disrespected it too much, then trying to fix it, then disrespecting it too much, either through opacity or value. So now you're going to go back and glaze the back steps up. But that's exactly what I want to see. Dark stuff dark, bright stuff bright. Mateo says, Dust is amazing work, dude. Happy anniversary. Thank you, Mateo. Curlin. Oh, yeah, we looked at your Eldar model a few minutes ago. He said 7 Demon Prince list. That's right, baby. OnePlus says that was quite a year. It was before your time. When 8th edition, we got the new wave playing, and they dropped the Tau box or the Tau Codex, and it was like they put for the first time they put like a 0 to 3 thing on it, where it was like 1 Tau commander per detachment, and everyone else could do whatever they wanted. You could pick any set of detachments. You remember you could have up to 3, and so they really fucked Tau on that. And I was like, but you know, like you can have as many smash captains as you want per detachment. You can have this, that. They're like, no, it's a rule of 3. They brought the rule of 3 in, right? And I was like, yeah, but I can play like 9 Demon Princes, 10 Demon Princes. They're like, no, you can't. You can only have 3. And I was like, bruh, you're an idiot. Like, this is Demon Prince of Chaos. This is Nurgle Demon Prince. This is Zin's Demon Prince. This is, you know, Heretic and Stardust Demon Prince. They're all different data sheets, dude. And if you throw Bellicor in there at the time, he was a Demon Prince. You got 10. So I was like, fine. 10. I did 7 Demon Princes, and you know, between Thousand Suns, Death Guard, and Chaos, and Demons, and I had like 40 Nurgling bases. And Lookout Sir mechanics were real broken. Basically, I just played 6 games at LVO but you could not shoot Demon Princes. You were disallowed from targeting. It was fucking wild, dude. No practice. Just raw dogged it. The monk says, I bought every purple monument has now. Gonna do 80 capes airbrush, then glue them. Yeah, that's smart. Airbrush them up all sick. Do some modifying, glazing if you have to, but that's what I like to hear. Chad says 8th was my jam. I ran 40 gaunts, spread them out across the map, pulling off some janky, oh dude, janky objective shit. Congo Line City, dude. One plus says I played Sisters and Crowns with broken bodyguard rule. This is more, dude, this was like 3 Nurglings in a magic box existing close to you because they infiltrate. Made it so you couldn't shoot any demon princes in my army. Just these 3 guys in a magic box that you couldn't even see made it impossible for you to target my 7 demon princes. And I had 40 bases of Nurglings infiltrated in magic boxes and shit all around the table. Like literally you couldn't do that. And they had 5 of Feel No Pain. And we had a fucking stratagem to get 4 up and vulnerable. So one of my units of Nurglings had 6, and I would just infiltrate that brick in front of you, spread out, like box you in, and just go 4 up and vulnerable, 5 up Feel No Pain. Like, go. This is just, bro, it was so busted. People were frustrated, man. Chad, thank you for the sub, homie. Fifth, Frey Bristle was your favorite. I think Lost in the Dam was 4th. I had Terror Campaign. It came out in 3rd edition. I think it was played a lot in 4th. I don't think it made it to 5th. Could be wrong. Super Falcon was 4th, right? I think that's the same era. Thanks for the whip, Mr. Duke. So let's go back to our memory lane. Oh, yeah, this Abaddon. That was sick. The monk says 5th or 6th. Ran Black Templars, just Termies with lightning claws for days. 5th was a fun time. It was a little weird because of how terrain changed from 4th. This 4th had a really good abstract set of terrain rules. 5th went to this like cinematic bullshit where it took a while to adapt because we were used to not having that much physical terrain because of the abstraction in 4th. So a lot of weird meta got like a foothold early 5th, but then it stabilized. But then by the end of 5th, it needed to change because it is just everyone was playing the same army basically. Just like what happens. But 5th was a good years. Oh yeah, this GT Mini Orc. Remember this? Forgot about this guy. Now we're before October. This is still Twitch, but before October. Oh, that was a huge. This is OG. Put out a video. Brown is the best color after this. Oh, my Chain Lord. Bro, do you even know about the Chain Lord? 1+ says? This was janky. We had this for like a couple of weeks before they fucked us on this. This is 7th to 8th. Or was this 8th? Was this 7th or 8th? The Chain Lord. It was 8th. Smushed you. Thank you for the sub, brother. Let me get some love in chat right there. Bro, this guy had like... This is back before they figured out... like... 2 sets of rules saying the same thing. And then... modifying the dice roll. 1+ says. So... basically you had a chainsword. And then the relic chainsword. So you had like all this extra attacks. And you had a warlord trait and a relic that basically said the same thing. And then you had a chainsword and then the relic chainsword. So you had like all this extra attacks. And you had a warlord trait and a relic that basically said the same thing. And you had a warlord trait and a relic that basically said the same thing. And you had a warlord trait and a relic that basically said the same thing. And you had a warlord trait and a relic that basically said the same thing. And you had a warlord trait and a relic that basically said the same thing. And you had a warlord trait and a relic that basically said the same thing. And you had a warlord trait and a relic that basically said the same thing. And you had a warlord trait and a relic that basically said the same thing. And you had a warlord trait and a relic that basically said the same thing. And you had a warlord trait and a relic that basically said the same thing. And you had a warlord trait and a relic that basically said the same thing. And you had a warlord trait and a relic that basically said the same thing. And you had a warlord trait and a relic that basically said the same thing. And you One of them was like on a 5 to wound, you do a mortal. You do your damage becomes mortal wounds, and the other one said like was a worse version of it that said like on a 6 to wound, deal 1 additional mortal like you do your damage plus an additional mortal wound, some shit. And so between Veteran of the Long War plus 1 to wound, you would have a Dark Apostle who could do a prayer plus 1 to wound. And then there was like another mechanic. So you got this guy into a fight where he had like exploding attacks. He'd mark a corn, exploding attacks, and he'd pop off with like wounding, like all like anything that was like 3+ to wound did 2 mortals. Everything that was 4+ to wound, yeah, no, it was just +2. So everything that was so when you did your wounds, right, you ended up with like 12 hits. Then you're like, boom, 12 dice. 3, everything that was a 3 did 2 mortal wounds. Everything that was a 3 and above did 4. Bro, this guy was 72 points or some shit, dude. 75 points. And you could double move him with warp time. Go like 24 inches, dude. R. Scott, thank you for the resub. Let me get some strong man love in chat right there. So I remember painting this guy. Yeah, dude, I forgot about these models. I don't even know what these are. I don't even know what these are. Oh, dude. That's a classic. What plus saves? Yeah, it was basically like a Chaos Smash Cap. Had more moving parts though. Like a Blood Angel Smash Captain was better. Just because it didn't need a lot of stuff to happen. Dark Horse says congratulations to 8 years. Thank you, brother. Just doing a little trip down memory lane. Exclamation point Koozie. Exclamation point the GOAT. Give it away to our final 4. My commemorative Koozie. Which you can see the close-ups right here. So, and being the fact that I came up from a graphic design background, I really enjoy making these koozies because it lets me kind of crack out. So that's our synthwave, like modern logo, or that's our retro logo from 14 years ago, practically updated to being like synthwave, commemorating 8 years on Twitch. Back of the koozie with the big 8. R. Scott, my guy. I guess some strong man love in chat from my man R. Scott. Pickles in chat. Cathara says 80s flashback. That's right, baby. I'm all about the synthwave colors and shit like that right now for my edgelords. So I've been tripping on these colors for like a year. Let's get back to it. So yeah, we were going back in time. Look at this. Going back in time on Twitch. Chain Lord. Just need to find a red Budweiser from the 90s to put that in. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is when I was playing my Thermo Knights. Right here. 1+ saves. Oh shit, remember this? Malibu Barbie Orc? Who made this? Bro, I do not, is this 3D art, like 3D art studios or something like that? Bro, this model was wild. That model's like 13 inches tall. That was early days, man. It wasn't 3D art guy. It was like 3D art studio. They were like in Romania or something. Some more orcs. That was a White Turk special right there. Was this in Orktober? Or was this just orcs? Bro, remember this? We had Mantic go through their warehouse and find like 100 of these old ass busted shitty trikes. And they let me paint one up, and I think it's on their website now. And I gave away like 100 of these. There's a neck run right here for 1+ saves. Spellcrow, Swalowcore, Artel. Here we go. This was pretty historical. When Mantic did their like first $1 million Kickstarter with the Hellboy IP, they sent me that prototype. Remember? It was me and Angel Heraldus were painting these. Modifius, we painted Deathclaw. Oh shit, remember this? Bro. That's me wearing my Timbs, my painting shirt and painting jeans. My Dragon Ball Z backpack, and my 2 sacks. Bro, this is wild. Oh, this is the Creature Caster era right here. Oh, this was a big deal. Painting these guys from the Prospero Burns box. That was a big deal on Twitch and YouTube. Bro, we're still not even out of it yet, dude. Look at this shit. Exclamation point. Koozie. Shout out to Mr. the Monk. My man R. Scott. Gnome Father. This is our 8-year anniversary month. Double Yo Dogs on Fridays. Giving away commemorative 8-year koozies today. Exclamation point. The GOAT. Oh, this was another big deal. That was a big fucking deal. Painting this guy. Kara Quinn, that shit was sweet, right? Gregor and Aramon. Bro, what is this? I had a pre-sale t-shirt order. Man, that's like before I had a t-shirt shop. Up, Gonorrhea Gary. B-Hall Barry. Remember those guys? These guys were fucking famous. Recoil's mom, thank you so much. Exclamation point strong, mama love. Up, Dude, the puppets wore fucking orc set. Remember? This is like I was running Orktober before October was the thing, bro. Do you remember this shit? Bro, these are so hype for death copters. Waldos, bro! Bro. Make it strong, man. I love the chat from my man Waldos. Kara Quinn says, I bid on a bunch of this stuff. I do have some wins on my display. What do you have in your display? What'd you get? Bro, this is fucking... We were, like, committed to the orc way of life long before... October existed. Oh, this was another big deal. Another fucking big deal. Think Chinkuza owns this model. He said he was a streamer. I don't know if he still streams. Kara Quinn, you got a bunch of my orcs? Hell yeah, dude. Did the Ever Queen? This was also kind of a big deal. Oh, that's right. I bet we're getting into the trees. Yep. This was a big fucking deal. This got me on the map on Twitch early days. AOS. We're doing some AOS today. 88 in a rampage.
Wait.
I'm waiting. Bro, this shit. AOS life right here, dude. Look at this. Oh, wait. We started with Yu Jing. This is where we started, right? I think this is like the first commission I was painting on Twitch, right? I was still doing commissions on Twitch. The Monk, he says, let's be honest, AOS is a little better than 40k right now. I can't speak to that with any objectivity. What's the phrase? This, God, I had a phrase for this. The solution to this answer is out of my domain. Jimmy Norris, what's up? This, I think, was the first commission we were doing because I was painting these guys. Yes, I was painting the Pano guys in a fucking garage in Banning, fucking California by Riverside. I drove to California, had my stuff in a pod, and I was in a garage waiting to move into an apartment that I haven't found yet. So I was actually filming the Pano. So when we get to the Pano, we've gone too far because I wasn't on Twitch yet. Hitting a rampage, Infinity used to be your jam. Kara Quinn, you got 5 different orcs. Ultramarine Terminator, Captain, and a Corn Blood Slaughterer. Oh, you got the Blood Slaughterers, bro. That was OG. That was an OG promo. The Forge Roll one. Hell yeah, dude. That's the one we were looking at when I thought I was going to paint like 1,000 fucking Demon Edges. But yeah, the Pano was like wave 2. I mean, the Yu Jing was wave 2 of this commission. So I don't even have, oh, they're at the bottom. That's wild. So I don't even have the blue guys on here. That's wild. But that's kind of, so that's kind of the end of it. He painted I think I have it on my desktop. Let's see. Pano. Go boy! Curlin, you use that model as a reference? Or Scott says the model is amazing. Thanks, man. Kara says, yeah, it's all preset grim dark, which I prefer personally. Great stuff. Thanks, man. Or pretty grim dark. Yeah, that's a good way of describing it. So yeah, the Pano, I was painting this in the garage in Banning. All this stuff. I was using Angel Heraldis' painting book to paint the same color scheme in his painting book for a commission that the client wanted me to do that. So I was using Vallejo paints, all Angel Heraldis' actual fucking paint book in my hand to do this commission. So that is what I was doing when I'm like in 2016, before I made it to the actual California Beats Lab, before I actually made it to my Hollywood Beats Lab. Everything after that, Twitch. Because what happened was my move-in date was like the fucking weekend of Adepticon. So I moved in, went to Adepticon. They dropped off the pod while I was gone. I came back. Alan Marshall, my boy, Kara Quinn knows, he had just moved like a week before me, 2 weeks before me. He helped me unload my shit. And while I was at Adepticon, I talked to a guy named Kyle Sadi, fucking Vagrant Wolf. That's why we have a Vagrant command recoil. And he was a long-time listener to the podcast. And while I was at Adepticon, he's like, you should be on Twitch. I was like, I know. I have a sticky note on my computer that says Twitch ? I've had it for years. Me and Rob have been like, we got to figure Twitch out. We already got this, and this. He's like, yo, I stream on there for, raising money for kids every year. I'll show you. And so I was like, thanks, man. And so basically I got back, unpacked my shit, set my computer up, went into a Skype call with Vagrant Wolf, screen shared. He showed me some stuff. He showed me what OBS does. And with my graphic design background, I figured it out super fast. He was watching me figure it all out, like, super fast. He was like, bro, you figured this all out. I was like, yeah, I mean, like, I'm training in this, but I didn't understand I didn't even understand this program, like OBS and shit like that. So he walked me through how to, like, get stream keys and all this shit. Stuff I would have never figured out. Or I would have figured out, but I would have kept putting it off. That sticky note would have stayed up there for another year. Maybe 2. Because I had so many things in my mind. I just moved. So Kyle Sadi, is the one who got me to pull that sticky note off and figure it out. So then we're streaming on Twitch. As soon as I come back from Adepticon, we stream for like 3 weeks, just figured it out. And then I was like, I think I understand this. I went back into the market, looked at what other big streamers were doing in like video games, shit like that. And then I was like, okay, we're going to launch hard. So I was like, end of March. We're in April now. And so I did a bunch of stuff in April. And then we were kind of on and off and didn't have a real ass good stream schedule yet. But started talking to people, figuring things out. And then August, I made partner. And in those days, making partner was hard. It was basically impossible for anyone who wasn't top of the heap. Basically impossible. And so, made partner in August. Rest is history. That all happened right away. Blah, 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 blah. Banning sucks, Kara Quinn? Oh yeah, play sucks. no fucking doubt, dude.
Yeah, you know I'm a beast.
Place
You know I'm a
sucks. We got 1 minute, 16 seconds left. Go, boy. Mr. The Monk. Idiot on Rampage. And my man Waldo's. Thank you for your support. That's our final four at this moment. No overtime. Recoil says, modify the vagrant command. In his honor, then. Yes. That's the real backstory, man. Trust me, there's been a lot of people, Kara Quinn, Recoil, in the recent times, who said they made me. That they're the reason I've done stuff. There's two people who aren't Rob Baer that I give credit to. That's Vagrant Wolf and my mom. You know who bought me my first Iwata Eclipse? 40K suit. When I owned my own game store and it went out of business, she gave me $2,000 for my inventory, which was not a good deal for her. It was like barely better than retail. And that gave me the money I needed to drive to Colorado and like do my new shit I was trying to do. And she just started an eBay store. Years later,
you gotta get swifty in here. It's time to get swifty. Uh-oh. We gotta get swifty. Oh, yeah.
Kara Quinn, did I phrase that like I was accusing you? No, you were just the last person I was talking to in chat, so I used your name. As someone who's known me since before I was fucking on the internet. No. There's been people in my life in recent times. I'm not talking about you guys. Like, Kara Quinn knew me before any of this shit. So, my mom later said, hey, what if we like started painting some of these armies for eBay? My mom came to me with that information. And I was like, well, I mean, if I figure out how airbrushing works. Like, I haven't touched an airbrush since like 2001. And so she bought me an Iwata Eclipse. And that's how I got started. 40K suit. It came back around, see? She bought my shit. Was an eBay trader for 10 years. Bought me an airbrush. Alright, let me write these names down. We gotta jump. Where's the sacred notepad? All right, I got it. Go, boy. Duke. Oh, man, idiot. Kara says, you did teach me airbrushing way before Twitch. Appreciate you saying that, man. All those. Got the koozies. You need a Rampage lesson on Monday? Oh yeah, brother. Can't wait. Hope everyone enjoys their weekend. Let's set up a raid. Recoil, who do we raid? Your options are Wicked Mini, War Pigment, or Spark Minis. Caddick painting. You have a good one too, man. Kara, you have relatives coming and it's smoky and hot as fuck. All right, Recoil, you're not going to answer? Taking a long time. Got my finger on the button. Wicked. Rate is ticking down. Thank you, Recoil. Thank you, Waldo's Idiot Rampage. Bring the length, the girth, and the positivity on over to this man's show. Keep the hype train going. If you're thirsty for more hobby content, he's got you. See you guys on Monday. And as always, until we meet again, play on, players.